Hey guys, what's up? This is Eric the Cosmic Wizard, and welcome back to Cosmic Tarot. This is going to be for my Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Whatever placement you have in Gemini that you watch. So, guys, happy Labor Day. Thank you all for being here. Thank you all for being part of my channel. I appreciate you all. And we had a lot of fun this weekend. I had a lot of clients who were Geminis, and some of the best conversations were had. So make sure you go ahead and you book a reading. It is September now, so the prices have gone back, but I have added a new option. There are 15-minute readings. They still book as like 30-minute intervals, but it'll be 15 minutes, and those will be $25, and those will be the quick check if you just want to get a little quick check in. But yeah, so 30 minutes. All the stuff will be in the description, so just look in the description if you want to book a private reading. Okay, so let's get into this one though, because I missed you guys. I didn't get to do a video yesterday. The Six of Wands. You have a victory ahead, Gemini. I was Libra could be involved too. It could be a Libra. The Devil in reverse. I feel like there could be a Libra that maybe, I don't know, it's giving a little, sometimes when you start to do well, and it's not that people don't want to see you do well, it's just like sometimes you doing well kind of forces them to have to look at their own actions and be like, man, like Gemini is getting it, and like I want to be getting it too, and like I'm not hating on Gemini for getting it, but like I might need to step it up then so I could get on Gemini's level. I want to be like Gemini, you know what I mean? So it's like admiration with a little bit of like forced self-reflection on some people, perhaps. That's not really ain't nothing you could do about that. Right, Two of Coins in reverse in the past here, so it could have been a struggle, and I feel like it's been a long road. Okay, there's been a lot of twists and turns. There's been a lot of ups and downs. There's been a lot of sideways quests and side missions here and there, but I feel like you've really you've been putting in the work, Gemini. You know what I mean? Like you went through this period of like maybe feeling unsure about certain things, not sure if you had everything figured out, or sometimes you just gotta take a leap and you just gotta like put yourself out there, even if you don't feel like you're 100%. Like starting this YouTube channel, like I was like, you know what, and I remember thinking this, like there's this YouTuber, and I'm like, she has like 60-something thousand subscribers, and she records from her iPhone in her car. But I don't care if she was, in the McDonald's parking lot. Like, it's the things that she says. Her words are so inspirational and they're so powerful that like she could be in the middle of an intersection, causing traffic. But as long as she was sitting there saying whatever she needed to say, I would be tuned in. Like, she's amazing. And there goes the mother freaking lights, babe. Seven of Wands in reverse. So, yeah, like I said, this has been a tough battle, but the Seven of Wands in reverse, I think that these challenges have been self-imposed, and they've also been released. Like, you've been releasing these self-imposed beliefs on yourself. Like, I don't know if I can do that. I don't think I should do that. Maybe I shouldn't do this. You're like, no, fuck it. I'm going to go for it. I'm just going to fucking go for it and do it anyway. Should I really go? And yeah, you should do it. Just go. It could even be like something as little as like, I really don't want to, for example, okay, here's one for me yesterday. So, I have some family in town, and I've been like in like this introverted space, but like when my baby was here and she just started high school, and I was like, oh, okay. And it's not even that because I didn't want to see anybody but her, but it's like as I'm getting older, I'm realizing like it's important to be there for like, the little ones, because I have two nieces who are under the age of 5. One lives in Ohio with my brother, and my other niece is my sister on my dad's side. She lives out in the burbs, like 45 minutes, and I don't get to see them as much as I want. And now that I have this work from home job and like all of this, free time, it allows me to be more present with those people that I love. So I'm realizing that it's important to like make time to see them, even if it is, 45-minute drive. But you know what? It's okay. If you can drive 4.5 hours to go see your best friend on her birthday, you could drive 45 minutes to see your sister. Okay, you know what I mean? Like, it's not that big of a deal. And it's important because I don't want them to grow up and not have their uncle around or not feel like, I don't care, I don't love them. Because, especially little girls. And, like, they both have their dads in their lives. But, I think when especially it's important to pour into little girls and make sure that they grow up with a good sense of self and self-worth. And the more positive black male role models she can have in her life is very important to me. So, and I want to be another positive black role model in my nieces and nephews' lives. So it's important that I, show up. And I had a lot of these limited beliefs about myself, like, oh, I'm just the goofy drunk uncle or gunkle, whatever the hell you want to call it. But it's like, you still have a very important role, because, you want to show them how to be loving and how you can have a big heart and still be very like tough and still get through things, right? You don't have to be being vulnerable and being emotional and being people might call soft doesn't mean that you're weak. It just means that you're able to hold empathy and hold boundaries and hold people accountable and keep yourself accountable and disciplined. It's all about balancing both the feminine and the masculine energies and like a harmony. And it's not always a 50-50, because sometimes you gotta be a little more of this or you gotta be a little more of this to get, because this world will eat you if they think that you soft. You know what I mean? But if you too hard, then you never get through to people. You'll always have like this chip on your shoulder. So it's like you gotta balance that shit out. You know what I mean? You gotta just really like just be balanced. And that's what I internally focus on for myself. So I think the best way we can show people how to live a happy life is to show up authentic ourselves. Exactly, the hermit here. I've been doing a lot of hermit type shit. Like, and that's my Patronus, the stag. That's my Patronus, bitch. Yeah, I don't even really like Harry Potter, but like that's my Patronus charm right there, is the stag. I'm a Baratheon from Game of Thrones. Okay, anyway, so the hermit energy is all about, like I said, like that introspection, that reflection on oneself, spending a lot of time by yourself, maybe in nature. Now, I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm not the biggest nature fan. I don't dislike nature. Like, I will definitely go on the trail. I will definitely do all those things by myself. But, I have a friend, like, he goes on the trail, like, every morning. And, like, he gets up, like, hella early to go on the trail. And I'm like, 'tis not for me. 'Tis not for me. Like, I might run to the park and, walk a couple laps on a good day. You know what I mean? I want to start doing more stuff like that, especially now that it's going to be fall. So it's going to be, like, that nice... fall is my favorite season. Besides the spring, of course, because my birthday is a week before spring. But the fall is my favorite. I love like that sweater weather, flannel, like bonfire energies, like ooh, everything I like about the fall, except I hate to say this, the pumpkin spice latte girlies. Like, I cannot. I remember being in college and just like pumpkin latte spice was just like everywhere in like 2015 or girl, it was longer than that. Let me stop playing. I was old. Anyway, it was just like, oh my God, if I fucking smell this pumpkin latte fucking spice Glade plug-in one more fucking time, I'm gonna hurt somebody. So like I cannot do pumpkin spice like that smell. Like, oh God, I cannot do that. I cannot do that. I can't do apple cinnamon. Like, oh God, like I just be like, oh, this is so like better homes. Like I just can't do it. Just be like, oh, I'd be like my my mandals. Like I like my cedar woods, tobacco, vanilla. You know what I mean? Leather. Something like that. I want my house to smell like a clean man lives here, not no tea, no shade, nothing wrong, but not not a white girl or a girly girl. Like I'm not. We can meet in the middle with like fresh linen. You know what I mean? Like fresh linen is fine. Cherry blossom is okay. I do like my mandals though. Oh, and that eucalyptus relief lotion from Bath and Body Works. Oh my God. Ooh, I used to live on that. Like that shit is good. 7 of coins here. So yeah, so you've been making some good investments. We got 7. So this is very spiritual here. So you have in the Hermit here too. So you're definitely going through like some spiritual transition, I feel like. The 3 of Cups at the bottom of the deck. People are talking. People are seeing you. People who once maybe were like doubting you are starting to see your worth, which once again, fuck them, who cares? But I'm just letting you know that like, you have not gone unnoticed. You have been triggering some people who need to do some inner healing their own self. But here's the thing, it's like these people want to celebrate with you now. I don't know how I feel about that. TBH. I don't know how I feel about that because you did not help me get to where I'm at right now. But now that I'm here, you want to come and like kick your feet up and like act like you was with me the whole time. And see, I don't like that energy because Gemini, like you go through things and you carry a lot, and because you're so intelligent and people think that you got it like all figured out. I remember one time the King of Coins in reverse. Yeah, these people, somebody, see, they thought that you may not have been like somebody who was always like, flashy, or maybe you was, you had a couple of little money problems here or there, but nothing like more than most people, you know what I mean? You weren't like out here just, buying up shit that you know damn well you can afford. You may have just had a little personal credit card debt or some shit like that. A little student loan, per usual, per America. You know what I'm saying? Like, you ain't gonna be an American and not have something. You gonna have a credit card debt. You're gonna have a loan. You're gonna have a car payment. You're gonna have something. God damn it. Uncle Sam gonna try to get something from you. They're gonna try to promise you something. You either gonna have student loans, and if you don't, good for you. Good for you. Good for you. Good for you. Like, if you ain't got no fucking credit card debt, no student loan debt, you probably boring as hell. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. You're probably really practical and good with your money. And boring. No, I'm just playing. I want to be like y'all. I wish I could have just sat my ass down in my 20s. I ain't have to go to every concert. I ain't have to drink all that shit. I ain't have to go buy all them clothes when I got mad at my job. I ain't have to do all that shit. But it is what it is, and it is what it is. So, period. So 7 of Coins is you have been like you may have like restructured everything. You may have put shit on payment plans that you've never done before. I'm finna pay this shit down real quick. Hey, I'm finna set my ass down. I'm not finna keep Uber eating. I got some bologna and I got some hot dogs in that motherfucker in there. I'm finna just go have to cook that shit. Like I had to humble myself and eat leftovers. I know I do not do leftovers, girl. I was like, I guess I just have to eat this. I just gonna have to eat the spaghetti for 3 or 4 days. I'm just gonna have to do it. I'm just gonna have to fucking thug it out and do it because I'm not gonna keep wasting my money on this shit. So maybe you gotta eat. Maybe you've learned how to just accept the fact that you gotta eat these leftovers. Okay. But I don't know, man. That shrimp scampi been in there for almost 2 weeks. I should probably throw that one out. I might pick at it a little bit. I don't know. I'm weird too because like not only so You thought I was like a Vanderbilt or something, because I will just throw the whole container away once it starts to go bad, because I just get the little Dollar Tree ones anyway, because I'm like, I'm not finna spend a whole bunch of money on Rubbermaid and is it Glade? What the hell it is? The mother brand. We reusing the lunch meat bags. You know what I mean? We reusing the little black and white takeout containers sometimes. I am not above reusing those things. But I will throw a fucking tub out if it has like starts to get like moldy and stuff in it. I just like, nah, fuck it, throw the whole motherfucker away. I'm constantly buying like them little $3. And it's so stupid though, right? Because I just feel like I just waste so much food. It's so hard. But here's the thing though, when you live by yourself and it's just you, like portions in the grocery store are not made for single people. I've always said this. So like you can't just, like I'm not gonna eat a whole box of macaroni and cheese. Like that's a lot. You know what I mean? Like that's a lot. That's a lot of fucking noodles. So, and I don't want to eat macaroni and cheese 3-4 times a day or a week or whatever. So it gets thrown in the back of the refrigerator. The pork steak, it's, I might pick on that the next day or something. But like a lot of times the sides just get wasted. Like I can never fucking figure out how much rice I need to put in there either. Yeah, like I don't give a fuck about this nigga and his fucking cooking experiences. But some of you do. Anyway, back to the read. So you've been doing a lot of investments. You've been doing really well with taking care of yourself. You've been doing really well with just being practical when it comes to your money. So maybe you've gotten over your fear of leftovers. To the swords here, though, because there is this. Why do you think someone's going to betray you or hurt you? This hasn't happened yet, but I think it's like this is a I got all of my rings on. I think you're afraid of people coming around only to take from you. People who you thought were genuinely your friends. But sometimes success and growth can make people act differently because people are weird and they feel entitled sometimes. Fuck if I know. We'll dig into this, but I feel like you about to glow up. You about to get your big one, because right now you in the hermit mode. You're in the white hot room. Okay, that's what I call my house. If you ever watch comic books or you're a comic nerd, like the white hot room is where the phoenix goes after she's like been like, I don't know, like I guess you can kill the phoenix, or when the phoenix needs to rest, or when Jean Grey died, or anyway, it's a place of rest, and it's where it's kind of like your training ground, right? It's a room outside of time and space, or think like a waiting room, right? But it's more like you're in here to learn and be reflective. So maybe you spend a lot of time at home. Maybe you have a room in your house where you completely, it's like just for you to decompress and like think things through. Because sometimes as an empath, I have to spend a lot of time alone so I can really distinguish between my feelings and what someone else's feelings are. And so when I'm around a bunch of people, my energy gets enmeshed in other people's just by just being around in proximity to people. Like, I just remember this. A couple weeks ago, I walked into a happy hour with some previous people I used to work with at the school, and like there was new people there. There was people I've seen before, and like as soon as I walked in, I got like this stomach and like this feeling in my stomach of like, I don't know if it was me feeling like left out because I wasn't a teacher anymore, or if it was like, oh, he think he too good, but he's still coming around. Like, you know what I mean? I wasn't sure what vibes I was picking up on. Probably a little bit of column A, a little bit of column B. Mostly column A, though, for real. Probably being me. And, going around, people like, oh, what are you doing? And I was like, oh, I work from home. Oh, I'm so jealous. But they say like in a playful way. But also it's like, when there's smoke, there's fire. But also like, it's not that easy. You know what I mean? Like they don't see all the nights of crying, worried that you're not gonna be able to pay your bills, worried if you made the wrong decision to choose yourself, and worried if like can you really be self-employed? Can you really do this? Like, can you really make a living doing tarot readings off the internet? Can you really just book clients and start doing that? And like, oh, do you really want to sell insurance? Are you really gonna do this financial stuff? Like, are you really gonna do all this other stuff? Like, how are you gonna do this? How are you gonna do that? And it's just me. I ain't got no partner. My parents, God, I love them, but like they don't really have it. You know what I mean? I'm not, and I'm also not the kind of person to like just sit back and just like, I'm really bad about just sitting back. I am not like a just sit back and just let things unfold. I'm getting better at it though. I have learned that is the key to success, is just to sit back and let the universe work itself out. Let the shit work itself out, and it all work out. And it always does. It always does. I keep having to tell myself, Eric, ain't you always been okay? Ain't you always gotten through it? Ain't you always came out on the other side? Ain't you always been that nigga? You've always been that person. Ain't you always did what you said you was gonna do? When college was hard and you wanted to drop out, what did you do? Did you drop out? This degree on the wall, I said no. Masters, got it. So you don't quit. You always get what you want. You always have, because you work for it and you figure it the fuck out. When I was in college and I had to come up with some money for my books, took my ass down I had a friend whose dad owned like a scrap metal thing, and I sat there in trash, okay, digging through trash to get coins, cans, the silver cans, and like the soda cans, they had a higher value than like the Tidy Cat cans and stuff like that. So we would try to get like them cans, and we would take them, and yeah, you get a little, it was a big box, and yes, it was still an advantage because I had like a advantage because that was the friend's son, so he can get access to all of that shit. But you're literally sitting in like trash, picking through shit, looking for cans, so you can take it to the metal part and cash them out. Like, for them, it was just, to hustle some beer money, whatever. But for me, it was to hustle some beer money and some, books and stuff. And I remember I had posted it on Facebook one day, like, if you really want something, you will do whatever it takes to get it. You won't fucking care how you get it done. I mean, legally, of course. And I just remember one time I was in college and I was telling my friends, and they were like, "You fucking dug through trash." And I was just like, okay. But at the same time, I did. And look where I'm at now. I'm able to take care of myself. I'm doing my own thing. I'm not afraid to do whatever I want to do. I used to get up ass crack of dawn. If y'all know what labor ready is pretty much like same day, like you just get up and you go to this place and they find you like little temp agent assignment jobs and stuff. Well, you had to get there early because it's first come, first serve, so you may not get a job. So if you're not there, like the first 10, 15 people, you may not get a job. And it opens up at like 6 a.m. I would get there at 4 just so I could be one of the first 5 people. Pitch black. You know what I mean? So I don't want to ever hear nobody say, "Oh, I don't deserve this, I don't deserve that, and you don't deserve this, you don't deserve that." You bitch, you don't know what the fuck I did to get to what the fuck I got. I'm doing a lot more. You know what I mean? So don't let that shit makes me feel proud of myself. I don't care. I don't know what nobody else says. That shit make me feel proud about me. Yeah, he'll do whatever he wants to take care of himself. I sure the fuck will. And I'm not trying to, talk down on people who don't. You don't want it bad enough. If you're not willing to do it, then you don't want it bad enough. What was that? What's that line in Kill Bill? It's a little out there though. I was like, ooh. It was like, don't even let something like, basically it's saying like, if you got to kill, the high one to get to where the fuck is on your path. If they standing in your way, then that's what you got to do. I was like, I think that person would want to be on my side, but like, if If your mama standing in your way, your mama a negative person, if your mama keep up BS and drama, then maybe you need to leave mama alone for a little bit until you get what you want. If you know your daddy is somebody who likes to talk shit and he likes to distract and like get in your mind and say negative things, maybe you need to step away from daddy for a little bit. You know what I mean? So don't ever let nobody tell you you don't deserve this. Don't let these people gas you up. Don't let these people get in your head, Gemini. You come way too fucking far to let these bitches come back and try to like sabotage or like get in your head or make you feel like you don't deserve something just because they didn't put in the work to do it for themselves. It's not your fault that you have the dedication and the tenacity to do what you need to do to get what you want. A lot of people are too afraid to dream as big as you are right now. A lot of people are too limited in their own self-imposing thoughts. Just like you were. You had the same amount of motherfucking self-limited beliefs as everyone else in the world. I don't know why only you are the only one that was able to transmute that shit and like find the inner self-love that you needed. I don't know what's just as if God just downloaded some cheat code into you that made you a little bit more, braver than anybody else. And it's like, no. You just did some hard work. Empress in reverse. Yeah. Like you sacrificed a lot. You gave a lot of who you are to get to where you are. Like you did a lot of sleepless nights. You did a lot of odd jobs. You did a lot of strange things with some strange shit. You know what I mean? And it's not to make fun of, look down on, be better than, hold something, lord something over somebody's head. It's just the fact that people may be looking at you like, wow, like you have an easier life now, but they don't know all the hard shit that you had to do to get to this part. You know what I'm saying? It's like you could hate on somebody who has a very nice body, but that's somebody who goes to the gym 6-7 times a week. This is somebody who eats fucking quinoa and nasty shit every other day, or no, every day. Like, motherfucker ain't had a cookie in 5 years. Okay, bitch, you did that, because I'm not finna do all that for that. Like, I ain't gotta do all that to get a nigga. I ain't gotta do all that. You gotta go and you can't have a cookie because it's just not for me. But ain't nothing wrong with going to the gym and working on yourself. And don't be hating on people. I used to, when I was bigger, I would get like, it's like, Eric, did nobody tell you to go out and fucking order Uber every fucking day because you was depressed? Yeah, you was depressed. That may be the reason why, but don't let that keep being your excuse. Get the fuck over it. Pick your ass up and go in there and get in that gym too. You can get in the treadmill. You know how to fucking walk. Don't let yourself get too out of control. And I did. And sometimes you gotta talk to yourself like that. You gotta talk to yourself like you gotta sometimes be a little gangster with yourself sometimes. You gotta be like, it's okay, babe, but you gotta get the fuck up. We can't keep doing all this crying shit. I'm gonna need you to like get it together because we like nice things. We like sleeping indoors. So you can sit here and cry and be like, I'm so stressed out about this. I don't know if I'm gonna. Okay. When you get done, we need to go back in there and we need to start applying. And maybe see if we can find like some gig work or something on the side, just in case. You know what I mean? That would at least make you feel better. Okay, you're right. And you got to do that sometimes. Sometimes you got to be like, okay, I'm going to give you 20 more minutes to cry, but I'm going to need you to get your ass up, and I'm going to need you to come in here and, you got to get it together, boo. We can't just be sitting here crying all the fucking time. You're not going to cry your way into a better life, ho. Okay? Them tears don't work for you. You don't have them type of tear powers, bitch. You can't just cry and some rich man gonna fall off the sky and want to save you from the mean Southampton South City apartment. Like, you won't have to get your ass up. And you don't even want that no way. 9 of Cups in reverse. In the 7 of Wands. You walked away from something that you thought, it's been a fight. You thought that you had to fight for what you want. And I think you're learning that, it is good to know how to fight for what you want, but things come in a lot quicker when you live in a state of flow and abundance. So instead of focusing on what you don't have or what you want to have, you focus on what you have and how that is going to magnetize giving you more of what you want. It's like a little switch in how we think and process. an attitude of gratitude. You know, whenever we start to like freak out about, oh my God, excuse me, am I gonna be able to pay my bills this month? And as an entrepreneur, you can say, wow, I love the fact that I have a career or something where unexpected changes can happen at any time. You can look up and maybe you got your books is a little light this week, but maybe next week you got back to back meeting, client. Maybe you're trying to fill out your book, right? And your booking is not, it's a little sporadic today. But tomorrow you may have back to back. Oh, here's a $100 tip for your service. Thank you. I really appreciate that. Sometimes a little piece of change will fall out the sky. Like, I literally called my grandpa to talk to him about something. And he gave the phone to my step grandma, and they was like, "What's your Cash App?" Oh, okay. Well, I'm not even, you know what I mean? Like, not even expecting it. It always happens when you don't expect it. Like, and I'm not the kind of person who, like, I don't ever expect people to do stuff for me. I really don't. And I try so hard not to ask people for stuff. Like, the amount of times I had to take those payday loans back out in the day, just because I had too much pride, and I ended up paying $800 for $400. Like, it was, you know what I mean? But now I'm in this place where I don't have to do that. So I'm thankful. Instead of being fearful of what, I'm going to dip into my savings account, I am so grateful that I have the ability to have a savings account with some money in it. See what I'm saying? Just change it. And that money, I may have to take from it today, but I'll be able to replace it tomorrow. Period. You got the Judgment here and the Hermit card, so you are making big ass changes, bitch. This is like I said, that path. You're walking the middle path here. You're walking not just in light or in darkness, but you're seeing totality. You're seeing everything here. You know what happens if you go this way. You know what happens if you need some motion. You know what happens if you go that way. All right. Well, if I have too much fun and I start, drinking too much and having a good time and wanting to be a partier. Hold on one second, babes. Hey, boo, can I call you back? I'm in the middle of filming. Huh? Yeah, what do you need that for? When is the camping? Oh, September? Okay. Yes, I do. Yeah, can I send you a picture of it? Because I don't want to say it out loud because I'm filming. Say hi to the people. My friend said, hey, y'all. Okay. I love you. Let me get back to this film, okay? I'll send it to you right now. All right, bye, love. I apologize for that. I think this is a little business. I low-key kind of did forget about that, but I'm going to send her the info. Anyway, what was I saying? You in the middle path. You know what happens if you start partying a little too hard. You may fall off. Maybe you won't do as many readings like you said you were supposed to do because other things start coming up. Dishes start piling up in the sink. You know what I mean? So, and if you go to the other route where you're working too hard, maybe you start neglecting your friends and you forgetting about camping trips that you said you was going to go on in a couple of weeks because you've been over here grinding. But also, we need balance, right? We need there are people in your life that matter, right? And you guys matter, and so do my other friends. And I've been giving y'all a lot of my attention, and there's nothing wrong with that. I love y'all, but sometimes, you just gotta learn to balance. Like maybe I gotta learn how to pre-record. Maybe you got to just record 6 or 7 videos in one day and just release them throughout the weekend. You know what I mean? So it's just about you learning how to balance everything that you do. You got this. If I say because you do know. You got this. Gemini, I like talking to you all. I really do. Y'all are like one of my favorites. You and Aries have a special place in my heart for now and forever. Because you'll never forget your first one. You never forget your first video, your first soul collect or whatever else, soul tribe group or whatever that makes you go, get that big one, and that was you guys. And I'm forever thankful for you guys. And then you have the Eight of Swords here. So I see you addressing these limited beliefs with the Seven of Coins that's been focused around money. Maybe you grew up thinking that, money was something that you need to really work hard for, that you really need to... She said she needed it right now because she got put in the stuff. So let me send her the fucking information. I'm supposed to send her a picture. There, she could use that. But you know what? You have a lot of blessings, and there's some things here that we still carry from the past that we need to shake out. With this Eight of Swords is letting me know that this is something in your subconscious. And I think it's a lot to do with this Ten of Swords. It's like this fear of being seen. It's this fear of people thinking that you're the one that switched up, but it's actually them that switched up. You've just come into your power. You've come into your own. And so if that offends other people, if you bettering your life makes other people upset, what does that tell you about them people and how much they love you? Exactly. Period. Because this success is guaranteed. This is the Ace of Coins. You are guaranteed success. Okay? And if that makes some people upset, if that throws people because you got something going on that they don't, or they want something that you have, that speaks more about them. Oh, girl, she said license plate. I thought she said license. I said, this lady's my whole ID. What is my license plate numbers? I do know that by heart. E A 6 C. That's crazy how I got my license plate remembered. But anyway, so you being successful is going, in your mind, you feel like your undeniable success is going to create this betrayal, or like people will try to, what if someone tries to bring up girl, let them. What have you done that's so bad? What? Nothing. You got this, Gemini. And you know what? I think people love you. And more people love you than you think. More people love you than you think. The Page of Cups. Exactly here. Like, you've always been that, like, hopeful, loving friend. So even though, and it's like sometimes... Booking right there, boom. See, God will take care, because He know your heart is pure and good and it's full of love, and you don't do shit from I just want to make a couple dollars real quick. Yeah, money is nice, but you authentically do want to help people. You know what I mean? When I have readings, and if I ain't got another client, I'm not gonna just I gotta go, bye, click, thank you, time's up, bye. We in the middle of something. I was on the phone with one of my clients for like an hour. We were just talking, just having a good time, just kikiing. I wasn't like, oh, well, I ain't got nobody until 7 and it's 5 o'clock. So we talked to like 6 something. I'm like, girl, you good? I ain't got nothing to do. Let's talk. Let's hang out. I'm just a regular ass nigga. I'm just me. I'm literally like, I am so fucking chill, man. Like, I do not care. I will talk to you. We can hang out. Like, if you live in St. Louis, shit, you can come over and smoke. Like, what the fuck you want to do? Like, you want to roll up? Come on, let's go. We can walk down to the liquor store, get us a little bottle of something, watch some TV, and just kiki and chat. I am a real nigga. Like, I am so fucking normal. Like, I am so fucking real. Like, I'm not... Ooh, have you had this new hole-in-the-wall restaurant with a... yeah. They look like... Girl, yes. I am not stuck up. I am not... And I can wear my suit. I could wear a suit. But I'm telling you, I can walk around look like a whole bum and do not care. Because I know that God loves me regardless. And I love myself regardless. And like, I do believe in meet cute though. I do think that meet cute is important. But also, sometimes I ain't trying to meet nobody. Sometimes I'm just trying to get in and out. Okay, I'm just trying to get... I came in here for like a pack a pork steaks, and some macaroni and cheese. Like, I don't know. I don't think Mr. Right is in aisle number 4. He might though. But probably not. Knight of Swords. So you are divinely protected here. Like, and you've known that too. The Knight of Swords, I just always think Archangel Michael. And I've been working with him. He's been protecting me. Like, background. You know what I mean? Like, I keep me a deity. I keep me an angel on my phone. Thank you, love. Okay. I forgot we was going. She said 3 days, the 12th, the 13th, and the 14th. God damn. Did I just say I didn't like being in nature? Ooh, Lord. Okay, well, shit. Luckily, I ain't got nothing but I didn't need to say it like that. Somebody's popped up on my timeline. That's why I said sorry. I'm so sorry. Speaking of a hating ass person, so you could be working, you could get a message here from the other side. You could have gotten one that was telling you that you need to go forward, and it helped you release some of these negative beliefs that you had about yourself, or just telling you that you couldn't get your dreams, or you had to live a certain way, or like you had to get up and go to that 9 to 5, and you had to work that W-2 job, and you can't do this. But it's like, if you know how to just, maybe you just DoorDash and you work on your hustle, okay? You know what I mean? I'd rather have peace of mind, pay all my bills, do all my traveling, do all the things I want to do. And if I make, if that's, okay, well, you only made $50,000 that year, but you paid everything off. You went on your trips. You got to work from home. You got to spend more time with your loved ones and family. I'll take that over a $150K job. Somebody said he lying. Someone just said he lying. But no, I'm not. I'm really not, because I think about what it's like to have to get up and go somewhere you don't want to go. And you continuously do that. And then you can't do the things that you love with the people you love. That shit get old. I didn't get to see a lot of my family because I was so stressed out. And sometimes, you don't want to see your family. The King of Wands here in reverse. There is a person here. Could be a fire sign, Aries, Sag, Leo energy here. This person is in your current life, like currently in your life right now. It could be you as well. And it's someone here who is maybe distracting you, or you could be feeling distracted. You could be feeling a little imbalanced. If this is you, feeling antsy is what I heard. Like feeling like there's ants in your pants. You're not sure what direction you want to go in, but you need to make a move. You need to release your creativity. You need to pivot. Something's taking a little bit longer than you would have liked it to. Maybe that channel's growing a little bit slower than you thought. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe and leave a comment, please, and thank you. Super chats are nice too. But sometimes, it's like, no, what, Eric? I don't want to do that. I don't want to. Ask for what you want. I want you all to like these videos. I want you all to subscribe to my channel. I want you all to leave comments. I want you to do that. Book readings too. I want you all to do all of that. Shit. If you don't ask what you want, how people gonna know? Yes, this content is free, but ask for what you want. I want you all to book some of these readings, girl. I want to meet y'all. I want to meet my friends. And I feel like you learning how to just ask for what you want. I got an example, because yesterday I went to Steak and Shake, and normally I'm pretty like, oh, no. They're like, no. I want a Sprite, light ice. I want a burger, no this, add this on. And I was like, I didn't mean it to be, I was like, in the past, I'd be like, oh, you're doing too much. But I'm like, Eric, is it really that big of a deal for them to fucking put mustard instead of ketchup on your burger, and to put like just a little bit of ice in your cup? Because when you worked at fast food, where you're like, oh my God, it was like, oh, okay. Oh, okay, no mustard, ketchup, okay. You know what I mean? Or no ketchup, mustard, okay. Like, you didn't trip over it. Ain't nobody over there fucking flipping out because you said no ketchup, mustard, please. Ain't nobody having a conniption fit because you asked for easy ice in your cup. Like, you're not doing too much. You're doing what you want. Ask for what you want. If you want, and it don't be, why can't you get what you want? Everybody else get what they want. Why can't you get what you want? Why do you have to sacrifice? You know what I mean? Why do you have to keep making yourself small to make everyone else happy? People don't even want you to do that. It's not that big of a deal. You know how many times I'll host or have somebody over here, not like that, and I'm like, oh, y'all thirsty? I ain't got nothing but some water. I got some, I keep like them little drink mixes. Oh, I'm good. Like, it'll take like 30 seconds. Here, let me just go ahead and put this lemonade in this little fucking cup. Here, you good? Shit. And ain't no, you know what I mean? People want to help you. The high priestess here, yes. You have spiritual gifts. You have psychic abilities. You have intuition. You have clairvoyant fucking gifts that you can tap into anytime you want to help yourself. You don't need to, I don't say you don't need to go through other people. But sometimes, some people, I want to do a teaching tarot course so I could teach you all how to do tarot. So just in case you all want to start reading for yourself. Now, I'm not the best reader when it comes to reading for myself because I feel like I have a implicit bias. So I find that like if I really want like a good clear reading, I need to go to someone else for myself. But maybe you want to learn to read tarot cards just so you can make sure that that other tarot person is like, that's not what that means. Cosmic Wizard said that you making shit up. You know what I mean? Just so you can be more protective of yourself. Or whatever, would it be? Or maybe you just want to learn. I know tarot and I still go to other tarot readers. You know what I mean? So there's not like this. You good. Okay? You can learn your gifts. And then the Two of Cups in reverse. Breaking this mirrored energy. You are to me, the Two of Cups in reverse, in this context, it's about breaking this connection, this link here with this, either this person or this, this way of looking and perceiving love. Did y'all know that the Epic of Gilgamesh had a little homoerotic shit in it? I did not know that. That's like what? Ancient Sumerian, like 5,000 years old? That's so cute. We've always been here. Talk about something. We've always been here. We've always been here. This world has never not known gay people. So all that nonsense about, this girl... We've been here since ancient times. This power came. We've always been here, and we always gonna be here. They need to hush with all that. Love is love. Shit. Maybe if people had more love in their heart and had more understanding and acceptance, we'd have less people going around with pew-pews and doing bad stuff. How many of these, bad people probably had like some repressed feelings for something. All these DL people going around, pew-pewing the girls when they find out, or did you hear about that story about that man? He pew-pewed his like mom, his like his wife or girlfriend, his sisters or something, all because they found like his like account or something. I don't know. But I was like, oh my God, like that's crazy. Like what did they do? And it's like we gotta make sure that we love on our kids, even if they may be, And I remember when I was a little boy, this is the 90s. My mama said something like, it would just break my heart if one of my kids was gay. And I remember being like, oh. But also I was like, Girl, I was 2 years old running around with a towel on my head pretending to be Pocahontas and Wonder Woman. So stop playing. Stop playing. You know, like, stop playing. But be cool now. But, like, you know, there's shit like that. And yeah, I could see, like, why someone, would you want to have a gay kid? Not because you don't love them, but because, you know, like, of the struggle and, like, the fear of the uncertainty that they could bring on their life. You know what I mean? Like, we still live in a world where they kill gay people in different parts of this world. There's other corners of this world where you cannot be who you want to be. So let's not act like that's not completely a homophobic thing to say. It is a legit thing, so I can understand that. But I'm not gonna, like, you know, what's the word I'm looking for? It doesn't shrink who I am. It doesn't make me less proud of who I am to know that, like, there are people who, you ain't gotta like me. Because I spent a whole long time not liking me. Trust me. Did nobody dislike me more than me? You can't, baby, you can't say nothing to me that I have not thought about myself. I probably ain't thought the worst things about me just to get ahead of you hoes. Not you, I'm talking, I know y'all love me. You know what I'm saying? Like, girl, and it's like everybody in their own mind has probably said some of the sickest things about themselves that anyone could ever say. And that's terrible. We need to get those thoughts out of our head. And that's what this Two of Cups in reverse is. This is you breaking that unhealthy bond with that internal dialogue that is this Ten of Swords energy. That is this, you can't do this, you can't do that. That part of you. Because the Two of Cups is about mirrored energy. So this is either somebody or this is within yourself, right? You got, you shake it out. Shake it off. Or, to the Taylor Swift group. I'm just gonna shake, because we represent everybody on this channel. And congrats! Oh, her and her what's his name? Travis Kelsey. I can never get that boy name right. They getting married or something. Kelsey Travis, right? Or is it Travis Kelsey? I don't know. I don't give a shit. They get married. Congratulations to them. But this is the Two of Cups in reverse. You know, this is you defeating that negative mirrored energy, either from somebody. And I think the High Priestess is the power that lets you know that it's time to let these things go and if they do not serve you. Because she's just sitting here reading her book. She ain't bothering nobody. She living her best unproblematic life. Like, and you just sitting over here, you just doing you. You ain't doing nothing to nobody. Ain't nobody, you ain't plotting or planning and wishing nobody downfall. Like, the amount of people that have tried to, like, just be assholes to me this year alone is just astronomical. And I'm just over here just making YouTube videos and reading my books and watching, like, The Valley. I'm not over here plotting on you. I'm not over here wishing bad on you. I'm just ignoring the fuck out of you. That's it. Okay? But you got this, Gemini. I love you. Okay? And happy Labor Day again. I know this video's kind of long, but I figured since I ain't see you yesterday, I didn't get my daily fix of Gemini, I'd give you a little something. Because what I gave you the other day was a little too short. You know, I need to talk to y'all. You know what's crazy? It's like when I don't speak to you guys sometimes, like, I get a little anxious. Like, they're going to forget about me. If I like my videos today, they're going to forget about me. They're going to move on to the next one. They're going to go watch Tyler. They're going to forget all about Eric. And it's like, it's okay. They can watch Tyler and they can watch you and Tyler. Or Pisces Network. Or the Draconic Princess, or whomever I just mentioned. I don't know. Am I allowed to mention other people? I don't know. I have to go read that partnership contract. But yay, we are fully monetized. So there's that. You know, I'm just so happy to be able to provide you all this service, and I really appreciate you guys for being here. You guys, if it wasn't for Gemini, I would not have been able to get to where I'm at right now. There's no way of getting around that. There's no way of not acknowledging that. I am deeply, deeply, deeply appreciative of your love and support. All of you. I'm looking right here in this camera. I love you so much, and I thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. I send you love, light, and peace. Until the next time, which is tomorrow, hopefully. I'll see you guys, and have a good day. Happy Labor Day if you're in America. Happy Monday for everybody else in the world.